What up everyone? Hopefully you're having a good weekend and a good start to your week. I'm putting this video together because I am very passionate about finance and I just see situations happening that will not unfold well for anybody. Really quick, this is not financial advice. Please contact a financial advisor if you need any of that. Also subscribe if you can. That would be really awesome. Okay, so what's happening right now is we're seeing Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, a lot of payment processors are actually cutting out Russia's citizens, essentially, from being able to transact. There's also the SWIFT network, the ban that recently went into effect. And so what's happening is Russia is in a pretty vulnerable state right now. Specifically, they're going to be shopping for another card network. And I recently saw they're going to be partnering with the Chinese UnionPay. It's kind of like a competitor to Visa, MasterCard, but over Far East. Now, what's really interesting about this is they didn't move to Bitcoin, and this is kind of a known. I don't think they're like heavily going into or adopting Bitcoin at this stage, but I think it's kind of just moving from one bad system to another bad system. You're moving from Visa, MasterCard, Discover, Amex, these antiquated old card networks, to another card network. And what happens down the road when China, they start censoring and banning Russia if they were to do something bad? So that's kind of where I'm going here, is they're not moving to a permissionless, decentralized alternative. They're moving to another antiquated card network. So I just want to let you guys kind of think about this for a sec. Why are they making this move? I think they're making this move because it's easy. I also know that their allies, or they have a close relationship with China over the Western nations and NATO. But I just find it very interesting that they chose this route. I am not a fan of sanctions at all, personally. I think sanctions could be considered an act of war, and it will just cause the people of Russia to get disgruntled. They're going to want to buy stuff that they normally can't. And yes, I see the whole purpose of this is to kind of build up some pressure to make it so that they'll get rid of their leadership, but it's not always that easy. Sanctions do have a lot of unintended consequences, and I think Bitcoin is a good avenue around all these sanctions. You see bank runs occurring, you see, the value of the ruble dropping significantly. There's a lot of things that are going on, and I just want to bring this up because it's very interesting seeing how Russia is navigating this situation. I think it's so important that they move to a more global monetary network. I don't think, when this is all over, I don't think Russia is going to go back to Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, Apple Pay, whatever was sanctioned. I don't think they're going to go back to that. And I think that's a problem because it really undermines the current system. The current system that we have in place right now, it's not the most robust. And I actually think Visa, MasterCard, they're not going to be around 10 years from now. I think they're literally digging their own grave doing this, showing that they're siding on whatever the whims of the NATO nations are, or whatever the public perception is. Now, I get it. War is bad. We clearly know that Russia has done a lot of wrong here. But I can't emphasize this enough, that our money is our money. If I have a brick of gold, I should be able to hand you that brick of gold. If I have silver, I should be able to hand you that silver. If I send a transfer, I should be able to send you that transfer. It's going to hurt a lot of people doing these things. And I personally, I know we could debate this on both sides of the aisle, but personally, I don't think this is the right move. And I really hope that the people don't starve, go hungry. The Russians are people too. I really do want this to end, but I just think at the base level, if I want to send someone money, I should be able to, no matter what. It's money. It's something that you use means to transact. That's as simple as it gets. So that's just my opinion, guys. I'm very passionate about finance and Bitcoin and crypto, and I'm starting to come to a realization that our money more than ever now can be controlled. Our money can be shut off whenever we do something wrong. That's why I am more passionate right now than ever about Bitcoin. Because I have my keys, nobody will find out my keys, and it's just a very comforting feeling knowing that no nation, government, or whatever can stop me. Unless they threw me in a gulag or something like that. But guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next one.